Is it even a, oh yeah, it's him. He like, where the hell you guys been? When you
Let's go in.
They talked to her about it. Yeah. Honestly, I'll just talk about it. Like, my fearability is not really.
I'm seeing Split today. Fuck Resident Evil, you know. Alright guys, so I saw Split. I would have seen this movie opening weekend, but I decided to catch up and watch Patriots Day instead. But I finally watched Split. I was really excited for this movie. I watched it with some friends. Yes, I have friends, but I'm not sure if you guys heard them in the video. They were talking, they were kind of loud. But anyways, I finally saw this movie, and let's just get into the review. In this movie, we have James McAvoy, who his character Kevin has a identity disorder, which means that it's not just him, but he has another 23 personalities in him, and he decides to kidnap 3 girls. One of his characters actually decides to kidnap 3 girls and lock them, and these 3 girls are really creeped out because this guy's acting really suspicious, of course, going into his other personalities, and they're just, you know, trying to escape from this, and they really have no idea what's going on until the main character, the main girl, actually finds out what's happening and finds out that he has 23 different personalities. And that's not a spoiler, that's in the trailer and all, so I'm just gonna say that James McAvoy deserves some attention to him playing 24 characters in one movie. He at least deserves a Oscar nominee. Not saying that he should win, because I'm sure there are going to be better performances throughout this year. Golden Globe nominee. Hell, he could win a MTV award thing for best performance, and he's fantastic in this movie. We have Anya Taylor-Joy, who was in that really bad Morgan movie that came out last year, but luckily she did much better in this movie, and I just loved her in this movie. And the 2 other girls, who I don't have their names, but I'll say that they also did really good. M. Night Shyamalan is back with this movie. I like him when he works with this type of kind of suspenseful thriller type movies, because he tried it with The Last Airbender. That movie was bad. And recently I watched After Earth, or whatever that god awful Will Smith and Jaden Smith movie is called. He directed that movie, and it was so bad. But luckily he returned with this movie. I know he made The Visit, but I haven't seen The Visit. But I saw this movie, and his directing, I just love the way that this guy directs these type of movies, and they really are suspenseful. You're literally gripping onto your theater seat, and it's great. It connects to another one of M. Night Shyamalan's movies. I'm not sure if I should say the name of that movie or not, because I'm not sure if it's going to be a spoiler, but I'd rather have you guys find out. But when you see this movie, you know what this is basically the sequel to. The concept for this movie is very original. I don't think I ever would have ever thought about a movie with like one character playing 24 different personalities, and that whole concept alone is just genius. The script in this movie is really good and surprisingly kind of funny. But I do have some complaints for this movie. This movie was a tad misleading because of the trailer. You thought you were going to meet all 24 personalities, but you only meet about 5 of them. You meet the original personality, Kevin. You meet Patricia, who's just a character that's just there. She barely does anything. You have Dennis, who's kind of the pervert guy, the guy who got the girls into this situation. And Hedwig, who is probably the best out of all these personalities and the funniest. He's the little 8-year-old boy. And the Beast. And you do get to just barely meet the other 19 personalities, but they're very lazily introduced, because this movie mainly focuses on those 5 personalities, and I thought I was going to focus on all 24 personalities and have time for each and every one of every personality, but you only focus on 5 personalities, and the rest of the personalities are introduced to you by videos that the main character is looking at. And I just found that kind of lazy, and I was very disappointed. I thought we were gonna meet every 24 personalities like for a fair amount of time, but we only met 5 of them, and that was just kind of disappointing to me. The other flaw with this movie is that this movie drags a lot in the middle. We have the first act, which is, it's a really good act. We have the second act, which is the act where everything drags and it really makes the movie feel longer than it is. And the third act, which of course is basically the climax, and everything just happens and it's just really good. But that second act is just like it just drags and it makes the movie really slow. First act, you have the introduction to these characters, like the 3 girls, Hedwig, and all those characters, and you're just kind of just like really enjoying what they're giving you because you're getting to meet these characters and they're really good characters. And then the second act, it just kind of gets kind of like boring, and there's not much happening, but it's leading to the third act. But at the same time, it's not done in like the best way. But then the third act, of course, the big finale where everything happens, and it's just the third act is really good. Those are my main 2 flaws with this movie, which really it was kind of a bummer because I was kind of disappointed because of those things happened. But other than that, those are my only problems with this movie. But aside from that, I like how everything else is just very good executed, and everything else is just really good. I know people love this movie, they love it so much, and I wish I could have been one of those people that just loves it so much. But in my opinion, I don't love it, but I just really like it. I don't like it, I really like it. I made the right decision on watching this movie with my friends. This is the type of movies somebody has to watch with friends or a group of people, because scenes like when Hedwig is dancing, it's just a lot of fun to like do like commentary about it while you're watching it. But it's a really good movie to like hang out with your friends with and all that. So now on to my rating. I will say the movie was just a tad disappointing and misleading. I'm being honest right there. But this movie, in my rating system, it's full prize worthy. But in a letter grade, I'd give this movie a B+. After this movie, I was shocked that they decided to release this movie in January. Of course, this movie fits into the list of the good January movies. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Definitely see Split. M. Night Shyamalan's back, guys. He's back. I know he's writing a script to another movie, and I'm just now excited for that next movie he is making. I just really hope it's a thriller and not a crappy action movie like he made with The Last Airbender and After Earth. But if you guys seen Split, please let me know what you guys thought about it. Thank you so much for watching this review. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys later.